the open and the sprawling city of Augsgull. This metropolis, the oldest city in the mainland continent of Aranel, is home to all sorts of creatures. From human to hobgoblin, you can find just about anything here in Augsgull. Our camera sweeps through the crowded streets, dodging both cart and customer, until we arrive at a storefront. A large sign reads, Swords and Things Airbnb. Waiting outside the front door are two elflings and a strange amphibious creature. The door opens and a wealthy-looking human in a bulky hat lets them all in. Within the hour, we see a large ship rise from behind the store, pulled by several building-sized balloons. Through the many windows of the ship, we see the passengers looking out with wonder. Surely, this journey will lead them to better fortunes and greener pastures. But what awaits our new heroes on this mysterious airship? Find out right now on Sundae Adventures.
Yay!
Right.
That was amazing! That was amazing!
So, we open up on this massive Swords and Things Airbnb. Now, each of you have a reason to be traveling. We're gonna start with Roy Doppio. Firstly, so you're all kind of sitting in the main cafeteria, like luncheon area. There's a luncheon area because it's a B&B. So there's in the main luncheon room. You're all kind of at the big communal table. Roy, why don't you describe yourself and why you're traveling today?
Yeah, so you see a fair auburn-haired elf, half-elf, leaning up against the back chair with his, chair off-kilter, his legs kicked back a little bit, and he's pulling on what looks like to be his little wand. Exhaling
The method
smoke
acting.
that he's using prestidigitation to form into little dragons and fun things floating around, almost like how Gandalf was doing in the Fellowship of the Ring. Being able to use his pyromancy to control almost the ember-like clouds into fantastical shapes for his own amusement as he helps pass the time on the journey in the ship.
Fucking legend. All right. So Roy, what brings you here today? Do you want to treat yourself? Like, what? Swords and Things Airship B&B is pretty highly coveted. It's a new business. It started about maybe a month or two ago, but business has been booming.
So Roy is a entertainer with a traveling circus. So naturally, the circus, as it travels town to town, he follows along with it. He has spent his life in the circus. His family is carny folk. His mother is an acrobat in the circus, and he, being raised in it and learning his base level magics, has used it to help entertain children and friends and adults alike with his fantastical conjurations of fire.
Nice. All right, so
Fuck
are you
yeah.
on here? Are you entertaining? Are you the hired entertainment for this Airbnb?
Yeah,
For
so
this,
round?
round?
As far as it goes, partly with anything just like a traveling bard would, you got to pay your keep for wherever you're staying. So,
Nice.
as opposed to having music, in the little bar cape area, there's amusement with sparks and dragons all flying about, while Roy, in all reality, is just getting stoned off his ass and hanging out.
I love this.
I
That's
love
awesome.
that.
Excellent. All right, so that is Roy. Our camera kind of turns from Roy, who's just kind of doing all kinds of flashy shit. We see there is Wood Elf sitting right across from Roy. Stor, would you like to describe yourself and why you're on the Swords and Things Airbnb today?
Wait, how do you say it? Shore?
Store.
Stor.
That's not how it's pronounced though. It's just store.
Store.
So Store's in a corner, kind of hanging out. Kind of a lanky wood elf, but he's got a good tum, and he's got a bag of seeds, and he's reaching into the bag of seeds, and he's pulling out one at a time, and just kind of like fidgeting with them. He's doing like really basic level druidcraft of making them bloom and then picking them apart. Like how you'd imagine someone, like if they were sitting on grass, they'd like pick up blades of grass and like pick them apart, and really not paying attention to anyone. And the reason why Shtor is on the ship, he's lived a life of responsibility as a druid in a wood elf village. He's had to like help feed his family. So he took the first chance he could to see the world, and got on this Swords and Things airship and just kind of picks up odd jobs to fill up his storybook.
Nice. I love that.
Cute.
Awesome. So Shtor, as you look up for a second, you very briefly catch the eye of an incredibly strange creature, a creature that you have never seen before in your life. Grelimon, why don't you describe yourself?
Grelimon is a frog person. He is from an extremely hierarchical society, and he was born into the lowest caste of folks. So he looks like shit, basically. His clothes are tattered. It's like evident that he's like made some effort into looking professional, but it's still just like rags. And so like picture like maybe like a 4'5" just frog man in rags. And a little about Grelimon is he is extremely resentful of his lot in life, and so in his society there is a legend of the Great Gurgle, which is a patron available for warlocks that can basically grant great power that I otherwise wouldn't have access to. But what we don't realize, or what is not part of the legend, is that signing on with the Great Gurgle absolutely massacres your appearance. So I have decided to leave my home before I become unrecognizable. So not only am I in rags, but I'm covered in pockmarks and scars, and yeah.
The Great Gurgle.
And I am muttering to myself in croaks and shouts, and it seems like I'm having a one-sided conversation.
Okay, fucking Gollum.
You're not wrong. Okay, so as you're all dining, the captain comes down.
What's his name?
He comes down. He's in the top right corner of the room, of the screen. You see, he kicks the door open to the luncheon chamber, and he says, "My name be Captain Coochie. Twas not my God-given name. No, twas not the name I chose for myself."
Not a family name. You pronounce that again? I think I missed it. Is it like where is it from? That name?
It be from
Why are you laughing? I don't understand like what's going on here. Like
it's
your name,
be
right?
From the land of many colors. My name, a long family line of coochies down. We traveled through the desert, single file to hide our numbers, and we reached Boys Town.
Now, what's with that weird headdress you're wearing? Like, why is it covering the back of your head specifically?
So he opens his mouth to respond, and you hear a thumping sound coming from the next room. And there's this guy below the captain. He seems to be one of the other passengers, and it's not Bill. So so you see this guy below you, and this is there's been an NPC that only speaks opera. So
Let's hear it.
I guess it's gonna be this guy. He hears the thumping sound and is like, yeah, and he like puts his hand to his ear and he's like,
Is that the bottom one?
It's this guy.
Okay.
Below the captain.
Okay.
The thumping continues, and this elf, one of the other passengers, she's like, I don't know, I don't fucking know like what I'm supposed to be doing here. She's just like, oh, I wonder who that could be. It could be anyone. Oh, maybe we should find out. And she like just stands up and starts like marching over to the cargo, like where you put all of your bags to like. You see that all the bellhops haven't taken everything out yet, but one of the bags gets kicked open, and this large half-orc like starts tumbling out of the bag and splays out on the floor. Garla, would you like to describe yourself and what brings you to this ship?
So Garla is a half-orc fighter who speaks in third person and is pretty dumb but really strong. And has been on the run for weeks after escaping jail. I think our Crossroad fans will remember Garla. Has been on the run for weeks from jail. And Garla found a bag storage thing kind of just sitting while she was on the run. And so she climbed inside and then kind of woke up on a ship. Like, didn't really mean to get on the ship, but like was hiding in like the bag cargo that she didn't know was cargo, and is now rolling out onto this ship.
Amazing. So you flop out onto the floor, and instantly you see Captain Coochie just like huffs it over, and he says, what are you doing? We have a stowaway here. This is unacceptable. We're gonna land, we're gonna kick you off, and then we're gonna go right back to what business as usual.
Garla hungry. Where is Garla?
It's like, what? So he's got like a tiny knife, and he notices that you have a great sword that you smuggled on, and he just sheaths it and he puts his hands up. He says, all right, now, no need to, and right in the middle of that, I need all of you to roll me dexterity saves.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Off to a great start with the Garla rolls.
Shit.
All right.
Damn it.
It's not a 3 though. Oh God.
Oh,
this is some. Oh, guys.
So there is a great rumbling as you are all completely thrown. You are covered in baggage. There's food that came from the luncheon room. It's all over you, and the captain, he says, what the fuck? And he like just runs off into another room.
Garla is eating food off the floor that fell on her and kicking bags and stuff off of her, like, Garla hungry, just like eating it off the floor, licking her arm.
Oh my god, that's great. You see also the opera guy. He goes flying into the room with you, and he's just like crashes into the. Actually, I'm gonna say he crashes into all of you because you all failed spectacularly. So he just crashes into the 4 of you like a bowling ball, and the 5 of you land in a heap, and he's just like, "Hi, man!" as he's like flailing about. You all get yourselves together and you stand up. The captain, you hear over the arcane intercom. He says, all right, it would appear that, well, something bad is going on here. I thought we might have been able to avoid this conflict, but... Well, I need you all to meet me in the luncheon room.
Garla's like scared of the PA. Like Garla's like very scared of that.
Nice.
Roy's like dusting himself off as he's getting back up.
You all find yourselves in the luncheon room, which should be right there. It should be on your maps.
There we go.
The captain, he says, something's happened.
This mute.
Something's happened to the ship. We can't move, and we're on emergency arcane energy. That's just keeping us afloat. Way I see it, we'll be falling in about 15, 20 minutes. And he says, now, I don't really have much of a crew, but I'm gonna need each of you to help me with this. Is that amenable to you?
Garla helpful. Garla help.
I'd like to ask him about what specifically is wrong. Like, do they like have a leak, or like what's causing the lack of arcane energy?
A leak? What I would give for a leak? No, new friend. I checked our logs. Our arcane eyes are out. The engine is out. There's all kinds of things that need doing. And you see he pulls out these 4 scrolls. And he pulls out 6, I'd say, because there's 6 people in here. And he starts handing them out. He says, you should each have a list of things that you need to do. I suggest you get to it. There's not much time.
I decline accepting my scroll, and I say, sounds to me like free labor. What's in it for me? I already paid to be here, and what, now I'm the crew? I don't think so. What do I get out of this?
Well, we're not gonna die from me ship plummeting hundreds and hundreds of feet into the ground and blowing us all up.
I'm registered with my village's farmers union, and I feel like I should talk to my representative before doing any labor.
Garla help. Garla do all work. Count on Garla.
I sit down in my chair and I say, there are things worse than death. What do I get out of this?
He says,
Can I review and look at what the list of tasks are?
yeah, of course. So if you all look in your journal sections, where your character sheets are, you should each see your tasks.
Oh my god, this seems a little sus.
In bio, where is it?
Should be in your journal section, where your character sheets are. In on the rightmost tab of the screen, not in your character sheet.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh my god. Even when we aren't playing it, Liz, whenever you seem to be streaming a game, I cannot get away from Among Us.
What's more...
This is wildly sus. This is very sus.
What's more, as you're reading the scrolls, you hear a cry of pain. And it's followed by... Visitate! And you see the opera guy, he starts vomiting on the floor as you see a dark halo begin to hover around the top of his head. And he just continues to vomit on the floor. But you notice that it's not puke that he's vomiting, it's little tiny maggots. And he's just "Rah!"
Gross.
Tyler, can I try
Reminds
to
me of home.
try to understand what's going on. I'm as far as it goes, like try to recall from magical knowledge, like what could be conjuring this dark halo.
Yeah, why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Wow, that sucks. Even
Oof.
Gorgeous.
Our rolls are bad tonight. This is oh, I forgot about my heart.
Can I
This
use
is-
can I use my understanding of nature to intuit the nature of humans, of
You can-
people rather, and
You
run?
can definitely, yeah, roll me in nature.
Garland's gonna-
Roy... Oh my god, those glasses. Roy, you know that this is a very intricate kind of magic. This isn't magic that you normally study, because this is some kind of curse. You don't know anything else about it. Sure, this is the least natural thing. You even, like, you don't even know humans too well, but, like, you know that they don't normally vomit maggots. Like, this is not natural at all.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check as well.
Okay. Well,
Oh, did we just
You
figure
can-
out that?
yeah, you can roll me a different skill if you can justify it.
I'm gonna do religion
Okay, that's
because
totally fine.
my religion is a gross one, and maggots.
And maggots. Yeah.
Anybody knows maggots. It's me.
Balls, man, balls.
Yeah. So, going by your religious experience, this was not listed in the scriptures of the Great Gurgle. You even try and commune. Close your eyes for a second, and you hold up your webbed hands, and you get nothing from your patron. The captain, he leaps backward, and he's like, "Arr! And now one of them's aboard. I had a feeling it was probably one."
What? One of what?
He says, some kind of creature likes to curse me passengers. Curses are only gonna get worse from there. Soon enough, that man's gonna start vomiting more than just maggots.
Wait, have y'all read this comic, this issue of Blick and Florty, where you have to just like find the one negative memory of each other? I specifically remember Garla being very annoying.
Garla was.
I think Garla's
no.
not.
Garla was
the
great.
Parasite. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, that's true. Garla was beloved in Crossroads. How dare you? But okay, I see your point.
I'd like to ask Captain Cucci why, if he's familiar with the curse on the ship and it curses the passengers, why he hasn't been victimized by the curse yet.
He says,
Wait,
"I
when
don't know."
Roy says that, Garla points right at Captain Cucci. Curse! Demon curse! You are the monster! Curse!
Captain Cucci's like, "We don't have time for this. We have to fix the ship or we're all gonna die."
Garla goes, curse!
Let me guess, Captain Cucci, you want us all to go off on our own to attend to these tasks as soon as possible, right? You want us all to split up?
I mean, whatever will get it done faster.
Garla, take care of everything. Garla's strong.
Garla, are you familiar with the buddy system?
Are you asking to be Garla's buddy?
You and I are going to be really good friends.
Garla made friend! Garla! I think I like the idea of Garla calling everyone Garla. Like, I don't want to call you I just want to call you Garla. Yeah, so Garla goes and links arms with Roy against Roy's will.
Roy is, he's somewhat tall. He's not the tallest, but he's somewhat thin, so I'm sure with Garla being a half-orc, he is being flung around almost like a rag doll being shook by the half-orc.
Yeah, she's like crazy strong and super dumb. So that's accurate. So wait, so are we, Roy, do you want to start walking away?
Yeah, Roy asked to see Garla's list of tasks. I don't think I can see your list, Liz. So,
Yeah.
what are your tasks that we need to assemble around?
Something about electric. It's probably just electrical.
Do you have restart arcane energy?
Yeah, I do. Access, arcane eyes, engine parts, prepare healthy food. Garla's gonna fuck that up.
Okay, well, we have some overlapping locations. I look over to Captain Cucci. Captain, which direction is electrical and engineering?
So he says, electrical be to the south and then to the east. Engine room also be to the west. Sorry, everything is to the west. And electrical is to the south as well.
Roy looks down and pulls from his wand.
Can Garla picks Roy up and puts you on Garla's back?
Oh man, are we doing like the water temple at Ocarina of Time? Am I the
Yes.
princess?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
get on my
cool.
back, and we start going down the hallway.
Okay. Garla and Roy, you are going to the... Where? To the...
Yeah, down the hallway. I'm not sure what's past here.
Okay. So you're going down this hallway. Stor, Grelimon, what are you two doing?
Stor is sitting still on a chair and just still picking at the seeds. And he looks up at Grelimon and he says, "If I know anything about these situations, you usually just have to let them play themselves out."
He looks at you, he's like, what? Play itself out? We don't have much... What's going on? What do you mean we don't play itself out?
I mean, doing tasks, it's all just relative, isn't it? Like,
Okay. Garla comes busting back in the room with Roy on her back and grabs Store. It's Store, right? Like
Store. Do it one time. Do the
Store.
Store. Yeah.
Okay. Grabs Store by the arm. Garla, I want more friends! Garla, team Garla! And grabs you, and then swiftly stops, turns,
Can
looks.
I contest this? Can I try and can I roll to grapple?
Fuck no, I'm strong
Yeah.
as fuck. I
Or can I
will roll
roll- can I
against
do a
your
dex?
strength.
Oh hell yeah, karate
No,
fight and
strength test me right now. You
What can I do,
motherfucker.
Tyler?
Oh my
If
god,
you
I want
wanna
you to
try and
crit and
backflip-
judo thrower.
First Garla's athletics. So yeah, you can do acrobatics versus athletics.
Beautiful.
All right, roll, motherfucker. Yeah, no, you're coming with
Yeah.
me.
So you
Okay,
Can I use some luck?
before
Do I
I
have
go
any?
though,
Do I have any luck points yet or anything? Like,
No.
'cause I'd love to spend it on this moment specifically.
Before Garla leaves the room, Garla swiftly turns her head as fast as she can, and like just says nothing, but just like growls a little bit while making intense eye contact at Grelimon. Grelimon. Store. Okay, I got it.
Digimon, you know it.
Digimon, Grelimon. Got it. That's a great way to remember it. Okay, so just like looks at you. I'll roll for intimidation. If you want me to. If you don't come with me.
We need to get things started. Let's go.
Can I hellish rebuke?
I haven't attacked you!
Do I get hit by that?
You've taken no damage from me.
All right. I won't do that.
Grelimon, what are you doing?
I'm waiting to talk to the captain so that I can get something out of this for myself.
Okay, all right. Then Garla just makes eye contact, growls a little bit, and leaves with Store and Roy.
Okay, so you begin to go into the ballast room. As this is happening, Grelimon, you approach the captain. And he says, all right, look. I really don't want to die here, so if you do this for me, I'll give you me monocle.
What's special about the monocle?
So he takes it off and he shows it to you, and it glints really prettily in the light. He says, this here, it's made from flail snail shell. And he puts it back on his face. Worth quite a bit on the illegal market, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. All right, I'm in.
Arr. Arr, good on ya.
All right, I go to the engine room.
All right, so we're gonna have you go in to the left. There is a long hallway. While this is happening, Shtor, are you? What are you doing?
I brought
just
Shtor with me.
You pulled him along?
Yeah.
What's like Garla's wingspan? Like, can I like sit on those shoulders? You know?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put Roy on one shoulder, Shtor on the other. Do you want me to strength it?
Yeah. Why don't you roll me in athletics?
Athletics.
Or
Okay.
is a hint.
Oh man, come on! I have +6 athletics, so I'm still rolling a 10.
It's perfectly average.
Okay.
So you
Can I just do it, but slowly?
Yeah, you're moving incredibly slowly. Like you're
Garla, friends.
It's just like.
At the very least, Shtor slips Garla a good berry. Seems fair.
Garla, friends. Garla loves that.
That's fantastic. All right, so we're gonna keep going then until. So we're gonna start with Grelimon. Grelimon, you make it to the engine.
Okay,
Where
well.
you-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, good.
My task is to forge engine parts.
So, Grelimon, you see in front of you, on the left-hand side of the screen, there is a large assortment of these crystals. And in these crystals, you see there's a ton of pulsing magical energy. And you manage to chip one off. I need you to roll me you can either roll me a sleight of hand to try and get an accurate piece, or if there's another skill or resource that you'd like to use to try and forge engine parts, then you may also do so.
I'm gonna take a whiff of my pipe, and because I just remembered to roll my portent rolls.
Oh, yes, go for it. Nice. So 17 and 11. Okay, nice.
Epic.
So for those of you that don't know what a portent roll is, actually, why don't you tell us what a portent roll is?
Yeah, so as a divination wizard, I can see glimpses of the future, and those two rolls I can choose to sub out against any other rolls that are going to be made against any.
What?
So if a enemy is going to swing on someone who may be about to die, I can say that roll is going to be that 11, which can be a guaranteed miss depending on who it's going to be trying to hit.
Whoa. That remind me to play that as my next character. Hello.
Yeah, divination wizards are incredible. Holy Donuts plays a divination wizard in another campaign. Well, fun
Epic.
fact. Anyway, so Grelimon, what would you like to do to try and chip these away? Try and forge engine parts.
So, is this... So my dex is low. And so I'm wondering if this is something that I could call upon my patron to kind of like guide my hand and either use like... I want to use Mage Hand. Can I use Mage Hand to do this? Yes. Yes. All right. I cast freaking Mage Hand.
like golden sun.
Awesome. So, casting Mage Hand, you manifest this big three-fingered webbed hand that's like slides all over the place. It kind of like slides through the air, and it cracks off an exact chip of the engine part that you need. You have fixed the engines, or you have forged engine parts. Oh, nice little cadence. From there, Roy, Garla, and Stor. As you are walking by, as you're walking through this hallway, you pass by the kitchen. On the right, or on the left is the kitchen, on the right is navigation, and then to the south, the closest room is the shields. So if there's anything that you'd like to do, you may do so.
Garla knocks them both off and runs to the kitchen. Healthy dinner! Garla make food healthy for strong bones! And starts to rummage around the kitchen.
Alrighty, and Roy, being placed on his feet, goes over towards navigation to assess the current location.
Okay. Nice. So Roy and Stor, what are you doing? You've been dropped, I think.
I guess I'm also going in the kitchen, but I'm like, I had already cast Goodberry for the day, so I've got like just a bunch of them. So I'm just like thinking that that's gonna be the food, and I'm kind of confused as to what Garla's doing, but I'm not really gonna say anything because I at the end of the day don't super care.
Garla is doing her absolute best.
That's fair.
Wait, actually, can I roll for survival to surprise Stor with like the best meal I've ever fucking made, the most beautiful meal he's ever seen, like surprisingly from this big half-orc's messy hands. It's like actually perfect. What do you want me to roll for that?
Yeah, that's totally fine. I want you to roll, roll me survival. That seems fine.
Oh, brother. Okay.
Oh boy. So
you bleed
find
in.
like some dead animals that are just on the floor, and you just kind of like put them on the table, and are like, eh?
Garla's very proud of what she's made. Garla healthy! Garla strong! Garla's trying to feed it to Stor.
Can I try and grab it out of Garla's hand to throw it in the trash, and then just like spread out the good berries to assume that that's gonna be the food?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just say that happens. Yeah. You just kind of grab the rat, and you're like, no! And you just put the good berries on, and Stor, would you like to, what are you gonna make? I would love to hear what dish you're gonna prepare in this kitchen.
Well, good berries, as you know, are very rich, so like they don't need like a ton of other accoutrement. So I'm just looking for like any kind of grain in the kitchen. I'm assuming I find like rice.
Oh yeah,
I make like kind of like I make like a good berry like gravy almost, if that's even a thing. Like more just like a sauce, I guess. Okay. And then I just do kind of that and any kind of veg that I find.
Nice. I think that's it ends up coming out really, really well. And you have prepared food, so you can take that off. Roy.
Garla.
What are you doing? Are you assessing the course?
I'm assessing the current location, so I guess I'm going to peer out of the front windows and I guess kind of investigate the landscape for what we can see, what like the trajectory of our direction is going to be.
Okay, so as you do this, you are looking out the window, and you're assessing where exactly you are. You manage to orient the ship. You grab the sextant and the wheel, and you just kind of turn it a little bit, and you see that the ship is now in the right direction. As you do that, so you can check that off. As you do that, everything goes black.
What? What?
The lights on the ship go out.
Oh shit.
Sabotage? No!
Oh shit! It's Among Us. It's literally medieval Among Us.
One of you.
Garla gets scared. Garla gets scared and runs out of into the dark. Garla, monster! And Garla's like running through the dark hallways, bumping into shit.
Okay. Okay. Store, what are you doing? You just got pushed over.
I think I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh. Is it gonna hurt people?
No, so Fairy Fire, it takes up like a 20-foot cube area, and then it turns it into like a rave, almost.
Yeah. Tyler, can I see in this with dark vision?
Yes, yes you can. Yeah, I think everyone should have dark vision.
If you throw a dart on character sheets in D&D 5e, you probably have
You
dark vision.
probably have, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, Roy, as you see the lights go out, as you're like kind of looking what's going on, you begin to feel so sick. I need you to roll me. I want you to roll me a d6. It's a 1. All right, so.
A natural one.
So you
Hoping
look.
that damage dealt to me.
Oh no.
No. You
Oh.
look up above your head, you see that there is a dark halo beginning to form. You also feel something, an excruciating pain on the left side of your neck, right by your shoulder, and you hear something. Roy, what's like a common thing that you say? Do you have like a catchphrase or something?
And all that.
And all that. So
And all that.
you begin to hear.
And all that, and all that, and all that.
And you see sprouting from your shoulder is another head, and it looks like you, but it's got like angry eyes, and it's like mouth is bleeding, and it's just like shouting. You've been cursed.
Oh.
I remarked to myself it's like the last time I fucking buy pipe weed from that guy. I swear to Paylor, dude.
Oh my god.
So you hear
It's
Yeah, that's the last time I'm gonna buy my weed from that guy.
Oh my god, you cursed me like with being a parent. I have a toddler.
this is what I decided. Yes.
oh my god.
And I guess if you all have dark vision, the lights going out doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna re-illuminate all these things.
Oh my god.
How's dark vision? That being said, Grelimon, all the lights just went out. What would you like to do?
I have dark vision, so I don't really
Yeah.
care.
That's fine. All right, so you just kind of like look around and just like, and like keep doing what you're doing.
Tyler,
Beautiful.
I'd like to cast Identify on my tumor.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's identify?
Wait, I have
So-
dark vision too. Can I get my spell slot back?
Oh yeah.
Because you
absolutely.
casted fairy fire.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want to do
Doing
that.
it as a ritual.
yeah.
I don't have it as a prepared spell.
That's fine. So yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit of time for you to ritual it. So I'm gonna say that you are just like sitting and you're trying to concentrate, and this head is just like yakking at you.
It's on everyone else for a little bit now.
Yeah. Grelimon, I need you to roll me a perception check. $12? All right, Grelimon, you hear footsteps coming down this hallway, and you see this elf turn the corner and look at you, and she's sweating, and looks like she's like been running. And she looks at you. She says, "Oh, there The lights went out, and I was just in the electric arcane room. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. Yo Toho.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
She's like, would you help me?
No.
She's just like kind of looks around. She's like, okay, and she just like starts to run back.
I just continue what I'm doing.
All right, nice. Well, you're done with your task. Like you
Oh, great.
finished that, yeah.
Can I start? Oh, sorry. Can I still?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Can I start moving toward electrical?
Yeah, absolutely. So you make your way through the hallway, and you find yourself in electrical with this elf. So you notice. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I like rudely push past her.
Grelimon, you notice that these. This is not the right music for this.
Perfect.
You notice that there is wild arcane energy going everywhere. In fact, when you get too close, you notice that the arcane energy seems to like just lash out at random places, so you have to take a couple of steps back. You see that on the other side of the room, there are 7 toggle switches that are all set to the neutral position. And you notice that above each toggle switch is something written in a different language. 7 different languages.
Okay.
Yeah. What
I'd
languages do you speak?
I speak deep speech and undercommon.
Okay.
What is undercommon?
It's common.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Would you like to know, weather boy?
Undercommon is like, so it's the language spoken by things that live deep underground. Like, Duergar and, Svirfniblin and,
You're making these up.
These
No.
are all real creatures.
All like
They're
where
all
the
real
Drow
names.
are and everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all like
and-
literally like think of like what the Dwemer and everything
Okay.
in Skyrim are based off of. It's
Okay.
all subterranean.
Yeah. So you notice that one of them is in common, the language, it says up. One of them is in undercommon, it says down. And then the others are just in a bunch of languages that you have never seen before. In the meantime, Garla, you took off and you started running down the hall.
Yeah,
that
I
correct?
guess I did. I think I have dark vision, but yeah, I did it.
Yeah. Where are you just gonna keep?
Yeah, let's keep
running?
going. What's around this corner? Let me say I kept going.
So around here is the shields room.
Okay. Oh my god, it's actual
And then
shields.
there's a hallway that continues on.
Okay. Yeah. Garla is gonna huff and puff in the corner, all scared for a second, and then regain her confidence and try to align the shields.
Nice. Okay, so Garla, I need you to make me an athletics check. Okay, yeah, DC 14, that just clears it. So you find yourself physically, you see that the rope has been frayed that normally pulls the shields back in place. You hang on to the railing and you pull the rope closer and you tie it, you retie it together. And you see that all
Garla
of the shields-
strong!
Yeah. You do that like with one shield, you do it with another shield, you do it with a third shield, and eventually the shields are back and secure, so you can cross that off of your list.
Cool.
You see that there's also a hallway leading to the storage area, which is where you were first discovered, falling out of a suitcase. You see that there are bright flashes of light coming from this area, and sounds of crackling electricity.
Okay,
Sure. Are you? What would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of figured because I was with Garla, right? Like, can I just be like slowly following behind? Is that weird?
Yeah, absolutely.
You stalking
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Garla, you turn around and you see Shtor peek from around the corner and they're just like, huh.
Garla, friend!
I will say it's less that energy and more of just like that Garla seems like tasks are getting done and I really don't want to work if I don't have to. So I'm just like less being creepy, more being lazy.
All right.
Garla,
so,
friend! Garla,
Sure.
friend!
Shtor, as you pass by navigation, you notice that Roy has an extra head and he's got a dark halo over his head, and it seems like he's trying to meditate to like cast a spell, but every time he does, the head just starts like mocking him.
That's gonna be we'll address that later for me. Dog.
Yeah. Be a no for me, dog.
Actually, I do have one question. Can I like do a perception check for any features of the way the ship is built that I could potentially wild shape through if I were trying to find shortcuts from room to room?
Yeah, absolutely. So I want you to roll me. You can roll me an investigate if you'd like, or if there's another knowledge skill that you have that you can justify using, then you can also use that.
Or perception?
Yeah, perception totally works. Oh yeah. So you find that there are some cracks. There are some areas that you could definitely fit through as a smaller animal. Looks as though there are almost like these vents that are able to that go into the ship.
Oh my god. Imagine.
I'm just trying to figure out like if I shift into a mouse right now and go into the vents, that's metagaming, right? Like that there's no
The world is your oyster.
Yeah,
Exist.
I mean, yeah.
All right, then yeah, I'm gonna do that.
This is
then.
not
If you're
Among Us. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, this isn't
Okay,
Among
all right,
Us.
Yeah. I'm going into the vents.
Amazing. So you turn into a small, like a rat or a mouse or
A mouse. I prefer
Mouse?
a mouse,
Okay.
just visually, personally. So I'd rather not deal with rats.
Yeah, you turn into a mouse and you hop into this vent here. Would you like to just crawl through it until you get to the first thing you see?
Sure.
All right. So you find yourself, you hop out in the administration room. Seems like the first juncture.
Fucking admin. This isn't Among Us. This is D&D. Someone be on cams just in case, chat says.
Yeah, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the admin table if that's a thing. Like, I'm gonna should I like perceive the room first?
Yeah, sure. If you'd like.
I would like to do a
Awesome.
perception check of the room.
All right, so you can roll me a perception check.
Sorry, I'm losing everything entirely.
You're doing great.
No, I'm doing great. My
Wow.
windows are doing terrible.
Wow. Oh.
10. So you notice that it doesn't look like anyone has been in this room for a long time. Like a couple of hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. You use
Do I know
your
what the
mouse.
room is for? Like, what is the room for?
What is the room for? That is
What
a
is
great
this room?
question. Like, what is the purpose of this room? Like, if there were something in this room that would need to be done.
Like, for example,
What
if
would
it
it
were
be?
an admin room, like, do I gather that there's a table in it?
Yeah, there is definitely. Yeah, you gather that there's a table. You see that on the table there are these little. It looks like chess pieces that seem to be
Mhm.
moving around on their own on the table.
Okay,
And
I'm
as
very
you're-
fascinated by these, but I maybe I don't know what they do.
Yeah, well, so you notice that when you look down at the table, it looks like it is a complete map of the ship. And that there are these little chess pieces that are moving between the rooms. You notice that there's one chess piece that it seems to have like a little glowing rune on it with a big S on it, and that's in admin.
Oh my god, it's like Harry Potter.
Interesting. I wonder what the S could stand for. Alright, I'm gonna just look at this for a while.
Okay, alright, so you're there. Grelamon? Garla? What would you two like to be doing? Roy, I'm gonna say that you're just about done with your ritual.
Garla is very confused about what just happened to her friend, who just turned into a mouse and scurried away, and has decided to go try to. Yeah, I'm gonna run down this hallway and try to find my scurry friend.
Okay.
Very confused about where they went. Do you think I can make it all the way to find them in admin, or?
Well, you're not 100% sure where they went, where Stor went.
Maybe
but...
I'll keep going this way then.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you end up making it into electrical as you continue running. You see that Grelamon is standing there, along with that very panicked-looking elf.
Garla find more friends. Garla not like Frogman. Frogman green though. Garla green, Frogman green. Friend? Garla friend?
I just don't answer.
Garla
Like,
leaves.
really?
No.
So the elf, she turns around and she looks at you. She says, "Oh, this is great! I was wondering when you would be here, and now we have more people. I only speak 2 languages on that board. I see the elf one says up, and the common one also says up. Do you speak any of these languages over here that are being printed on these clippy things?"
I speak orc and common. Do I see an orc?
There is an orc
Nice.
flip. It is the 4th flip, and it says down.
Garla points at it. Garla can read that one. Says down.
At this point, I point to the undercommon one, and I say, "That one says down."
Garla starts to chant, down, 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 down.
All right, great. An arc of electricity. You see it begins to get a little brighter, and you feel the ship begin to rumble. And you hear on the intercom, you hear, "We have about 10 minutes. How are those tasks going?"
Garla's scared of the voice again.
"I can't hear you, so if you respond, it's not gonna do anything. I just wanted to say you all need to hurry up because we're gonna lose altitude soon."
The god says we have to hurry. Garla runs over to the orc up and down switch and just starts flipping it. Does anything
Just
happen?
flipping, you flip it
Yeah, just flipping it up and down.
up and down? Okay, so when you flip it up, it said down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you flip it up, I need you to roll me a dexterity save.
Oh god.
When you flip it up, the switch, it glows the same color as the electricity in the air. I need you to roll me a dex save
Okay.
as it begins to try and... It starts to shock you.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna take half of this. You take 5 points of electricity damage as this shocks you. But you flip it when you flip it down, it just the flip. You see there's a light above it that starts glowing green, and it seems like it's okay. Stor, are you still looking at this? Roy, you have figured out. You finished the ritual.
Yes.
Yeah, Stor is a slave to knowledge. Like I at this point, like, yeah, I'm eyeing the admin table. Like, what is this? Like, how does this work? Like,
Okay.
I'm so...
You see 3 chess pieces in the electrical room, You see 2 chess pieces in the cafeteria, and you see 1 chess piece in the navigation room. And you see 1 chess piece in the admin.
Sure.
It's gonna keep looking at it. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's all I got. I just like I don't know. Yeah, I like yeah.
Okay, Garla gets shocked. And is like, bad switch! Garla no like switch! Bad switch! And then starts to get like kind of teary-eyed and like sad and is looking at Grelimon. Bad switch.
Grelimon?
I kind of like half-heartedly look through my belongings to see if there's anything that I have that could help, and I don't see anything, and so I just kind of like look back, and I'm just kind of like, and I go, sorry.
Frogman, no help, Garla.
And then I walk over to the undercommon switch and I flip it down.
Nice. All right, yeah. You flip it down. You see that the light turns green. You see a little bit less electricity as it begins to funnel back into the corresponding tubes.
Is that my electrical task done?
Yes.
When
Well,
Garla
that's
sees this, she also flips the
part
orc
of the
switch
electrical
down.
task. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you continue to flip the toggles. The common one flips up. There's even less electricity. The orc one flips down. Even less electricity. You see that there are a few more. There's like 3 more switches that are in the center position.
I have a book of lore. Would that have anything about like language?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ooh.
Why don't you roll me an
Smart.
intelligence
Intelligence? Okay.
based skill. So you can roll me history. Yeah, why don't you roll me history?
I'm gonna roll history, yeah.
Nice. So you see enough of Dwarven to recognize that that one of the switches is in Dwarven. You manage to link it up. It says the word up
Nice.
Okay.
next to it.
So I flip it up.
Nice. All right, Roy, what are you doing now?
I am gonna head over towards the storage area, but I think that's gonna be a long enough walk where I can't do that in one round. So on the way, Roy's gonna be pulling from his pipe, and he knows the little head is still on his shoulder, and he's gonna be blowing the pipeweed smoke directly on the head, trying to shotgun at it, trying to make this head chill out however it can. He's offering it some of the pipeweed, see if it'll take it. If he's stuck with him, he's gonna at least try to sedate it, if it makes sense to do so.
Yeah. So you're you're like, and just like blowing it at this head. You see that the head begins coughing, and its eyes begin to turn red. And then it looks at you, and it says,
I don't know about you, but I've kind of got the munchies now.
and it starts like eyeing, and you see it just like goes like this. It's just like trying to stick its head forward. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have a neck, so it's just kind of like you can feel it tugging towards your ear, and it's just making like biting motions.
Gotcha. Can I shove a ration in its mouth?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, you take some jerky and you just like shove it in its mouth. It starts to chew it, and it like just gives you a nod, and then it just continues to babble. And I'll say that you get to the storage room at this point.
Good deal.
All right. Sure, are you just still looking at the admin table? Just kind of hanging out there?
No, okay. So I at this point I've gathered I think that there are people in electrical, and I want to go to electrical. So can I try and get back into the vents?
Yeah, absolutely. You climb into the vent, and the first place that you end up crawling to, you all see that a mouse falls out of this vent and lands on the floor. Store, you see that your companions are all here. Your fellow crewmen.
Okay, I don't get out of the vent, but can I try and see if
sorry.
I read anything on the like? Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a perception. Roy, at this point, you will have reached electrical if that's where you were going.
I'm going to empty the chute first.
Oh, nice.
It's a visual task, though. You want somebody to
That's fine.
to witness
Yeah,
you
so
do.
you're emptying the chute. Roy, I want you to roll me. A perception check.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, you do it, but
He's
you
too
get your
squinty.
hand.
This-
You get your hand caught in the chute,
Oh
and
shit.
I need you to roll me a dexterity save
Alrighty.
as you feel this like.
Garbage
boy.
disposal
Roy!
moment.
Roy's not having a good day.
Yeah, it begins.
Roy's just getting mutilated.
Yeah.
Minimum. You take 1 point of damage as you have to wrench your hand free, and you get cut along your whole forearm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that for me.
Yeah. Store, you notice that you can read
The druidic
more
one.
than one. You can read the Elvish one, and you can read the Druidic one.
What does the druidic one say? And,
The
like,
Druidic
what-
one says skyward, which means up in Druidic, and the Elvish one says down.
Can I try and like flying mouse jump to pull the
Just
the
like-
druidic switch?
It's like jump out and T-pose like to the switch. Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Roll
wait.
me an acrobatics. You have advantage.
Okay, what if
Because-
Garla uses action surge to intercept
Oh my god.
the mouse?
Why?
That's not.
How would you know that?
Friend!
So, before you can react, you see flying from the vent is this mouse, and it's just like
Friend!
and it lands on the switch, and you hold it down in Elven, and then you push the other one up. You see 2 more green lights go on. There's just a thin line of electricity just cascading into the air. The rest seem to be funneled into these tubes.
So
What
does
would
that
you
mean
like
that
to do?
is there just one more switch that needs to be flipped?
Yeah, there's one switch in neutral in a language that none of you seem to understand. Roy, what would you like to do?
I assume I would like to also go to the electrical room.
You can if you want. It's up to you.
I may know a thing or two, I imagine.
All right. Yeah. So you go into this room, and Roy, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Halfling.
That is indeed what I thought. So you see in Halfling, it says indica, which means down. And so you reach over, you take, and you just... And at that, the last bit of the electricity disperses. You also... Grelimon, I want you to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh,
no.
shit. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh!
Nice!
Ah!
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Ah!
That's awesome.
Shillins blesses you.
Ah!
So you turn to your left and you see something grotesque. You see the elf. She begins to scream and she holds up her hands, and you see that her fingers begin to like morph and shift. The flesh begins to reshape itself until all of her fingers are these little cats.
Huh?
And you see this dark halo appear over her head. She has kitten fingers.
Do we need to give her kitten mittens?
Kitten mittens!
And this dark halo forms around her head, and you hear this like meow meow meow. It's essentially Cat Hand's Steven Universe, but they're not cute cats. They look angry
Like
and mangy.
mangled, horrible.
Yeah,
ugh.
yeah. They're like meow, and they start like all fighting each other. She's like, I can't control this. Also, you hear an alarm begin to ring. And you hear, I need everyone in the cafeteria right now!
Oh no.
my God.
No, we fucking sucked at these cats. Oh no. Oh, no.
God.
Okay.
I'll just move you all here.
Okay.
You get to the cafeteria. You see that the captain, he's pointing outside of a window, and you see one of the wings is just like beginning to curl upward, and you feel the ship begin to list to the left. Hey, Moody. And he says, there's been more sabotage. And then he looks at Roy, he looks at the elf, and he's like, oh fuck. He's like, apparently we keep getting cursed.
Garla
And he-
sees the head on Roy and wants to go like I'm gonna go make friends with the other head. So Garla goes over to Roy and is like, double friend, 2 friends, and starts to pat the ugly head.
The hand tries to like bite you every time your hand goes near it.
Garla.
Yeah, he's a little munchy, as he puts it.
God, can Garla reach into her bag and pull out some of the dead meat from the kitchen and give it to the head?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Some of the rat that Storr knocked out of your hand. I guess you pick it back up,
Friend.
put it in your pocket. You reach out. You hear this crunching sound. It begins to munch on the dead rat. Roy, you feel kind of weird. You feel its mass increase on your neck. It seems like it has more of a neck now than it did. And you see like little shoulders kind of starting to pop up as you feel the gap, the amount of space between your neck and your shoulder lengthen a little bit. The Captain Coochie looks at all of you, and he says, all right, I've been with this opera man the whole time. Seems like the maggots are getting worse, because it's not just maggots anymore. And he starts to point. You see like little other things in the piles of his vomit.
Gross.
He says, "We need to take care of this now."
Gross.
What do you propose we do?
I propose we find out whoever's laying these curses down.
Well,
Get them off the ship.
Roy raises his hand. Like, well, as someone who has been cursed, I'll say it happened while I was alone at the head of the ship in the navigation room. So I don't know how it happened, but while I was looking out the window one moment, and then another moment I had this black halo over me, and now I got this munchy fellow on my neck. So maybe there's something that we are not openly perceiving here that may be causing this. So I'd like to take a deep puff of my pipe and try to recollect anything that I can think of, magical or otherwise, that could be causing this.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you? I want you to roll me an Arcana.
Damn, Roy, what's with the rolls? Roll 20 hates you.
Turns out Roy's kind of a shitty wizard.
I'm not gonna use the roll.
Roy's
He
too
was raised in
stoned
the
to be...
circus. He doesn't know anything. He's not professionally trained.
Roy's
So,
too
yeah.
high.
You do remember that one of the acts, the Magi act in the circus, is actually a pretty well accomplished mage who knows a lot about curses and things like that. You know that that a curse like this, it has to be transmitted by touch. You're just not sure when the touch needs to happen.
So taking a deep exhalation from his pipe, having recollected all that, Roy regurgitates this exposition to you guys, so everyone is aware of what he knows. And then he looks over to Captain Coochie. If all of this is based on touching specific things, and you gave us all the specific tasks to do, and it's your ship, and you are aware of the curse, and you haven't been afflicted by the curse, I know that you said that we gotta trust you. It's kind of hard to trust you right now. Can you give me a little something to go on here, because I want to trust you, because we're kind of in a dire situation right now, but it's kind of hard to try to fix the ship so we don't die if I have someone on the ship trying to kill us all at the same time.
Captain is monster! Coochie curses!
He's like, oh boy, look, I'm not about cursing people, all right? I don't know what I can do to prove it, but I've been with...
Coochie curses! Coochie curses! She's slamming her hands on the table.
Grelmon, Stor, do you have anything to...
I think we have to take this to a vote, and if I'm honest with you, I'm voting the captain.
Coochie curses! Coochie curses!
I think that's a bad idea. Mostly because... And now I'm not normally one to give benefit of the doubt here, but... It seems to me that as the only person who can fly the ship, we should probably start.
Figure out how to fly the ship. I can figure out. I can let me behind that wheel. Let me get in there.
I am not personally willing to take that chance, and so
let's take it to a vote. Who votes? We throw the Coochie out and let me fly the ship.
Coochie curses! Coochie curses!
I'm not saying that we need to kill anybody just yet. I want to hear an explanation for why we shouldn't hold them responsible.
Why we shouldn't hold the captain responsible?
I mean, if they're aware of the curse and people keep dying, maybe they are some kind of beneficiary of said curse. I mean, there are all sorts of people out there who benefits from all sorts of weird magic, and sometimes the source of that magic demands all sorts of weird tribute.
Listen, if everybody wants to throw out the captain, I will gladly throw out the captain. But I'm just saying, as a voice of reason here, I don't know how to fly a ship.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give everybody a seed.
Garla fly ship.
And we're all gonna get a seed.
Garla will not be flying the ship.
Garla can fly ship. Garla strong. Garla carry ship.
Garla cannot fly the ship. I'm not doing that.
If you put your seed in this shit bowl, then we throw the captain out, and Stor is the captain now.
Shit bowl.
If you put it in this bowl, then we vote to take somebody else out.
Why don't we just raise our hands?
Coochie curses.
Here, let's do it this way.
I think it should be anonymous, because I feel like that would be it's more challenging to figure out who the imposter is if it's.
Okay, all right, everybody. What is that game called? Heads up 7 Up rules. Everybody this is honor system. Put your heads down on cam and raise your hand if you want to take care of No cheating. Okay. If you want to vote out the captain, raise your hand.
All right, you can all put your hands down and look up.
Okay.
I can't believe. All right, so. Oh my God.
It works.
So you look up, and the captain's like, "Was anyone looking?"
Oh, we did that, didn't we?
Garla goes over to the captain. And skips. No one was looking on him.
We did that, didn't we?
Oh no!
So at this point, the elves' fingers have all melded. She just has two giant cat head hands now, and they're like just trying to bite her face. And she says, "I would have raised my hand if I could have had hands."
Garla wants to go over to the captain and start to scoop him up.
Okay, yeah, roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
While this is happening, can I consult my book of lore to see if I know of any curse?
Yeah,
Like this?
yeah, absolutely. I want you to roll me, what?
History?
Yeah, history. That seems fine. Okay. So, this curse, you know that it is the kind of thing that once it gains enough power, it's used to bring something into physical form.
It's a curse that turns into a being?
If enough things are cursed, there is something that takes physical form, harnessing that energy.
Is it that...
Good God.
And, like, is this coming from, like, any particular type of school of magic? Like, does somebody have to be, like, adept in this skill to cast this spell?
So this is not a spell that mortals normally are able to cast. You know that a curse like this is something that would be like an extraplanar creature, like a demon or a devil, or something that would be able to use this ability innately.
Okay.
And you know that normally it possesses some kind of host and uses that host to spread the curses. Once there's enough curses, it absorbs that energy and takes physical form.
And then I realize I only rolled a 12, so let me know if I just have no idea about this last question. Would there be any evidence of a possession that we would be able to perceive?
You do get the feeling that there is an exorcism ritual. You're just not sure what it is. But if you'd like, would you like to share your knowledge with the... Awesome. Roy, you've heard of such an exorcism ritual. When you were passing by the communications room to the south, you saw that there was a radio. Some kind of, it was more like a sending stone, and you know that if you put in the right keys, you might be able to contact someone on the ground.
1-800-GOT-EXORCISM.
All right, yeah. It's at this point Sure. Are you still a mouse? Or are you in like elf form?
I like the idea
I
that
probably can't. Can I talk? I can't talk as a mouse, right?
No.
Okay, then yeah, then I had to have because I said things.
All right. Yeah, so you just start like chip 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 chipping. I guess. As a mouse.
No, I
no, you turn back.
Yeah, I turned back to talk.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah. So you see the form of the mouse shimmers,
and
becomes sure.
I'm intensely like, I want to fly this ship. Let's get the captain out of here. Like, I'm still trying to push for this vote.
You can do whatever you want.
Garlo's got the captain picked up, right?
Yeah. Garla, you have picked up.
Yeah, Stor's like, hell yeah, friend.
No.
Throw that fucker off the roof.
Yeah, so Garla rolled a 17 on that athletics, so do I just can I fireman carry the captain while he's like kicking and screaming?
Yeah. The captain's like, no, Avast, put me down!
You gonna Palpatine him?
Yeah. yeah. Wait, so is there like an open window? Can I just go throw this fucker out?
There is a window that you could probably kick open. Garla has picked up the captain and is now moving to the closest open window.
Is anyone gonna do anything?
Hold
Carla
on.
has now reached the window.
Hold on. We hold on.
Garla! Coochie curses! Coochie curses!
I Eldritch Blast Garla.
Oh, shit. So you
Ow!
hold out your webbed hand.
Sucks to suck.
It misses. It misses.
Chill the fuck out.
Doesn't it
A
miss?
warning shot. It was a warning shot.
Do you want it to be a warning shot, or do you want to actually? Well,
Wait,
it was
wait.
a warning shot.
Wait, don't they have to? Do you have to do armor class for spells? Am I crazy?
It's a spell attack, yeah, but Grelimon rolled an 8. So you see this beam of purple energy whiz past your nose and crash into the window. And you look behind you and you see Grelimon with his hand out.
Garla likes.
No.
Okay.
Garla's said enough. Garla has said plenty. It is Grelimon's turn. Silence befalls the cabin.
Silence befalls the cabin as Grelimon inhales to speak.
Enough. This is goddamn ridiculous.
Which god?
This is pain.
Gurgle god ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Put the fucking captain down. If we are going to kick the only person who we can know fly the ship, not wants to fly the ship, can fly the ship, we are going to actually fucking vote on it with somebody with eyes on it. Got it? Got it?
Coochie curses. Garla puts the captain down.
Okay, I got the seeds and the bowls.
Thank you.
Let's do the seed thing. Let's do the
Okay.
seed thing.
What's the
All
seed
right.
thing?
You
I
put
mean-
the seed in bowls.
I go to the table. I put down 2 bowls. I give everybody a seed out of the bag of seeds that I was playing with, and then we all put a seed in a bowl. We all close our eyes, and then put a seed in a bowl.
Are we still voting on the captain?
Yep.
I'd like to raise my hand really quick.
Yeah.
Point of interest,
Yeah.
if you will.
Okay.
The bald dude, he was nowhere to be found the entire time that we were out and about. I want to hear what this dude was doing. I want to hear this guy's alibi before we go
Sus.
about like killing the only person who we actually have like an understanding of their motive.
Garla
Which
gets very
guy? This
concerned. Grelimon, I think. You're talking about
Grelimon?
Grelimon, right?
No, I'm talking about the actual guy who's right next to the captain.
Oh, the guy. I thought. Isn't that guy already cursed?
Hey, sorry, he's not bald. I was looking at the icon. The guy who has to sing as an opera singer.
Yeah. So in between vomiting, he stops and he looks up at you and he's like, La maledizione! And he
God, he was the opera one.
which is Italian for the curse.
The curse.
That's a Rigoletto poll, huh?
It is. Normally a baritone does it. But
Okay,
But today was a tenor.
today was a tenor, yeah.
Opera
Okay.
nerds in the chat.
It's on you, Kita. Yeah. So yeah, he and then he just starts vomiting again.
So what are we voting?
alrighty, and I guess I wasn't over there, so Roy would love to hear about this elf person as well. I mean, I don't want to metagame, but it's the person who encountered Grilliman nearby electrical,
So
before they became kitty fingers.
so she says, I was in with this frog person for a while. And then she points her
But
cat hands at Grelimon.
I ran into you. I was in the engine room and you came running up the hallway, panting. Where were you before that?
Kitty curses? Kitty curses.
I was in the electric room. I've been cursed.
So you left the electric room and then went back to the electric room? Why?
So I could find someone. There was a lot of crackling electricity, and I came in to find you, and then you followed me in, and then I was cursed. Jacques!
Well, Roy thinks he's like,
Cat hats.
He's French.
Well-
He's French now. Wait a minute. What language does this opera singer speak? All of them?
That's the elf.
No,
With
it's
kitty
the elf
hands.
with elf lady with cat hands.
Roy's like, well, if you're already cursed, he approaches the elf and puts his outstretched hand on their shoulder. He's like, wonder what will happen now. So, if I'm recalling correctly, based off of what you informed me with the identify spell, that this curse would be transferred upon touch. So I am touching the elf in person with the kitty fingers.
So I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
Whoa.
And then I'm gonna roll a Constitution save.
Wow, I'm using... Ah, crap, I should have called my portent beforehand. Oh well. That sucks.
So you
Hero
you
points
put
do
your
again?
hand- hero point, you can re-roll something.
Okay, I'm doing that. And I'm just going to use my portent and call it a 17.
Okay, nice. So you find that for a second, your fingers begin to meow, but you recoil your hand, and you see for a second, right next to her neck, something begins to bubble under her skin, and then it kind of fades away as she tries to pat it out with her cat hands. And you get the feeling that you just avoided something really bad happening. You felt as though there were cellophane being pulled against your skin, and you instantly recognized it from when you identified the head as an effect of the curse.
Okay, so they're like polar opposites. They can't coexist in the same host.
Weird. I'm very confused on what just happened. I feel like Roy figured out
So
more.
Roy shares with the group in navigation after the head formed. He had popped a squat to do a divination ritual, which was identifying the magics that had been cursed upon him. And being an untrained wizard, the most he can actually, gather from that identification is that it's a curse that is going to grow and grow and eventually try to eat him. And the only way to get rid of it is by touching someone else to pass the curse along to. So he is keeping his hands to himself. He doesn't necessarily want to pass it along to anybody, but he does need to figure out a way to dispel it before he assumes this thing isn't just going to fall off of him, the worse to wear. I don't have a feeling that Roy gets the feeling that he's not going to be an evergreen tree, if you will, as far as this fruit goes. So
Garla comes over to Roy. What if friend and tries to whisper to you without the head hearing, what if friend no more? What if friend, just friend no more, friend no more. And she starts to pull out her greatsword.
Roy scruffs his what of a beard he can have as a half elf, and he says, I get the feeling that, short of how effective and direct that may be, that may end up hurting me. I'm not sure if this guy is and Roy goes to flick him, necessarily, separated from me, if you will, in terms of feeling.
So it tries to bite at your finger as you flick, and it's just like
Kind of like a teething kitten, I guess. I'm just like, oh, did you do?
Grelimon, what are you doing through all this?
I'm just I think I'm just flipping more through my book just to like get any sense of what's going on. I'm not gonna ask for like a reroll, but just in terms of like what I'm doing.
Are we still voting on the captain?
I want you to roll me a religion check with advantage, because I think you're about to communicate with Great Gurgle.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Balls, man.
So you hear a voice echoing through your mind.
Child, what do you ask of me?
What the fuck? How do I? I'm on this fucking.
What the fuck?
I don't want to be a cat. I'm already a frog. I just. Like, what's going on?
I don't want to be a cat.
I will grant you the information that you seek, but there is a price to pay.
What's the price?
You know the price.
And you feel like your cheek begin to like shift a little bit, and then like pops back into place.
You know, I'm in a tricky situation here.
Oh my god.
Because, like, any other day, fuck it up. I don't care. Whatever. But I am right now on a ship where any sort of physical mutation could be perceived as being the curse.
It's fucking sus is what it is.
And so, tricky situation.
Fucking do it.
So you hear like the clicking of like fingernails on like a desk, like, and you just hear like.
Yeah, that's tough. Okay, tell you what. You don't have to. I'm not gonna fuck up your face today. How about tomorrow?
Yeah, bring it. Seriously, I don't care. All my teeth gone. Third arm, sure. Bring it. Don't care. Just not now.
So you, looking through your book, you begin to see these sigils just kind of burn themselves into an open page, and it's written in Undercommon, and it is some kind of ritual to help exorcise a demon.
Okay.
I'm coming for that face next week.
Listen, looking forward to it. I will welcome it. Thank
Bring
you,
it.
Gurgle. Thank you, Gurgle.
And you just hear like blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
I shoot off another Eldritch Blast, which is like, ah!
You just like start blowing holes in the ceiling. The captain's like, no!
Pah, pah! Alright.
Yeah, just- Okay.
Okay. In this book, I have the ritual that we can excise this demon. The question is, do you trust me?
Frog friend.
Roy looks around, sees the ship that is presumably still falling from the sky, the giant forming head that's forming a body on his shoulders. Like, you know, I don't think I got many options here, so let's go for it.
Sure.
Yeah? Oh, I thought you asked if I was sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Frog friend.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. What? I missed it.
Can I give negative hero points?
Yeah, can you take away like 3 hit points?
Sure.
Sorry, take damage for trying to remember.
Store's just focused on the trying to get to the. I'm just Store's just wrapped up in like I wonder how to fly this plane.
So I go over and I hit him in the face a couple times. I'm like, I have the solution. You don't need to fly the plane. I have a ritual that can excise this demon, thereby negating any need for you to fly the plane. My question is, do you trust me?
I trust you, but I'd rather not do the demon thing. I'd rather do the throw the captain out thing.
Okay. Here's the catch. I can do this, but you all need to give me all your gold.
Short turns out empty pockets.
Rory's like, you know that I'm a carny, right?
Anything you have that's valuable is mine.
Frogman sus!
So,
Okay.
Grelmon, you see the captain, he takes a big pouch of gold in his pocket, just throws it in front of you, and he's like, whatever will get me not thrown out the window of my own ship, you got it!
Coochie curses! Coochie curses!
Okay, so that's one person who has given me their valuables. I see more people than just one.
Hollywog, I have no valuables. Check my
The
bags
opera-
if you want. I've got
The upper
seeds
guy,
and
as he's
stems.
vomiting, pulls out a pouch of gold, and he's just like, "Blah!" and like throws it at you. The elf, she's like, I don't have hands anymore! I can't reach into my pockets! I just have kitten mouths! And she's trying to reach into her pockets.
I go over and I take things out of her pockets. What do I
Okay,
get?
yeah, there is a shiny silver mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a small emerald.
Great. Silver mirror.
Frogman, take money! Frogman, no do spell! Frogman! Garla, no trust Frogman!
Okay.
Froggy curses! Froggy curses!
So that I won't do it.
Oh. Can I try to barter with Grelliman?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so like I understand that you I guess seemingly just converse with an otherworldly power to, learn your thing.
I do. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Well, how much about other magic stuff do you know? Like,
Not tons.
so we're in a magical airship. You want to be able to have people you can trust who may know a thing or two about, how to potentially try to at least land this safely.
Sure.
Is Roy trying to tell Grellimon that your existence on the ship is the valuable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at here is that, maybe I may not have gold to share or be able to even pay you with, but I will say that if you are able to exorcise this demon, you're going to have a lot higher likelihood of making off this ship alive with the valuables you have been given so far.
The captain's on the
Snap.
ship.
That's good.
Grellimon, I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh, fuck. Oh no. Hubris.
Alright,
Oh,
that's
no.
6.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so Grellimon, you feel a droplet hit your head, droplet of water, and you feel like a couple more, and like more and more, and then you look up and you see that this dark rain cloud has formed above you, even above the dark halo that is formed above your head. And there is a rain cloud, and it's just beginning to rain on you.
Oh no.
You have been cursed.
Oh, she's like the Zoloft bun from those commercials back in the day.
That was gonna happen.
Also, you see the wing outside completely come off, and the
Oh,
ship is
no.
beginning to lose altitude.
Okay, I'll do the ritual, okay?
Gucci curses! Gucci curses! Gucci curses!
Alright, so you've also been cursed. I'm gonna mark that. So you open the book, you begin to perform the ritual. what are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
Garla is running around screaming coochie curses.
Do I need to still be in a certain range for the ritual?
Yeah. You all need to kind of be around her.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Galamon.
If we're in the cafeteria, one of my tasks is tidy rooms anyway, so I'm just gonna tidy the room while they do the ritual.
You just start cleaning things up, picking things up, putting them back where they belong. You get a little dust.
Space for the ritual.
Yeah, you clear some space for the ritual.
Thanks, man. That's great. That's so good of you. Thank you.
There is a large magical circle that begins to form around Grelamon. And it radiates out through all of you. As this is happening, you see the captain, you see his eyes begin to like turn red, and he starts vomiting blood, and a dark halo forms around his head as well.
Coochie curses!
However, you finish the ritual, you slam your hand down on the book. And Roy, the head that's on your shoulder, it disappears in a puff of smoke.
Nice.
You see the... What?
No, I just like suck it up. I suck up.
Yeah, you shotgun the... Same with the kitten hands disappear. Grelamon, you see the rain cloud just disappears into nothing. And you see the opera guy, he stops vomiting these things. And Roy, I need you to make me a dexterity save.
I'm not good at those. Why would you ask me to do that?
I'm asking you.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
Roy's poor rolls tonight.
I'm asking you because you look to your right just a little too late as you see Garla begin to convulse. And she opens her mouth unnaturally wide, and you see this black smoke begin to pour out of it as Grelamon finishes the exorcism ritual. And you see the black smoke, it forms as you see these dark halos that were around all of you get to, like, sucked into it. And there were only 4 people cursed, so it is this creature that appears right in front of you. I'm gonna get you a bigger image. Looks like that. On the right-ish side of the screen.
Nice.
It takes its hand, which is also its, well, it's like arm mouth, and you see it like gets right in your face, and it's like... Yeah, it starts like to try and chomp at you. We're gonna roll for initiative.
Let's go. Wow, let's get it all out of the way now, guys.
Roy, I don't know what is going on with your rolls today. This is unnaturally unfair.
It's
Oh,
fine.
Grelamon got a 21. Damn.
I get to go last to strategize. It's fine.
Let us start with initiative.
Oscar is Grelamon.
Oscar's Grelamon. Here he is.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye, sorry. Okay. I would like to do Eldritch Blast.
Nice. All right, yeah, go for it. Roll me that Eldritch Blast. Yeah, so with an 11, you arc this dark energy at the demon, and it seems to knock it out of the way with its mouth hand.
Oh, damn it.
Crashes
Shit,
into
that's
the hallway.
It's a high constitution. Or
Sure.
armor class.
It's your turn, and then Garla.
I'm gonna shillelagh.
All right. So you take your staff, you stomp it on the ground, and you see these green motes of energy begin to come up from the ground and line your staff, and you see it begins to vibrate at the frequency of nature. And you do like that Gandalf twirly thing where it like twirls it around his ahead and you put it back on the ground. Nice. You
Hey,
now
Tyler.
have... Yes.
I just realized that I have a bonus action that I could have done. Do I have to wait till
Oh.
next turn?
No, go ahead.
Can I do Tentacle of the Deep?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna put it in chat so that people can see what it is.
Oh my god. Where would you like it to be?
I would like it to be here. Across our guy.
Nice. You summon a tentacle! Nice. So as a bonus action, and you, when you create the, yeah, you make a melee spell attack. Alright, so you may go ahead and roll me...
A 1d8 of cold.
Yeah, well, so first you're going to roll me a d20 and you're going to add 5.
Tentacle of the deep.
Alright, so that's a 10 to hit. So the tentacle lashes out
Yeah.
and it strikes it across the face, but you see the creature kind of cracks its bones back together and it just like looks at you. On your turn, you're going to be able to use a bonus action to do it again.
Cool.
Stor, you used Shillelagh, and you are attacking mit Kortestafen. 16 hits. Yeah, so you can go ahead and roll damage. And then Garla, it's your turn.
Do I need to roll anything extra for the chalet? Like, how does that work again?
So you gain, so it's a D8, and it's just a D8, and plus your Wisdom modifier.
Wait, did I press the wrong button? I feel like I pressed the wrong button.
You're good. You click on the
It's
quarterstaff.
been a
like,
minute.
Actually, I'm just gonna make this easier.
Yeah.
We will auto roll damage. Nice. All right, so plus your Wisdom mod, which is 4, so you deal 5 damage to it. You crack it in the face for 5 points of damage.
But
And
then
you see
another
the
D8
clean
for
motes of
the
energy.
shillelagh, or no?
No, it's a D8 plus 8. But it's magic, so that's pretty cool. Nice. Garla, it's your turn. You're feeling woozy, but you realize that this demon had been possessing you.
Garla curses! And,
Roy
goes-
shouts out at Garla, move to my side. He tries to gesture you to move like alongside of him.
yeah, Garla runs over here and then
Nice.
slashes with the greatsword.
Nice. All right, go for it. Oh, it's a 9. Yeah. So you try and strike at it, but its eyes flash and it seems like it's in your head for a second, and your balance is thrown off. You can't seem to
No!
land a hit on it. Now it's its turn. So it's going to lash out with a mouth at Roy. Roy, what is your armor class?
It's gonna be 15 when I cast shield.
What about Oh. Yeah. So you put up this shield, and it seems to... At first, it looks like its mouth hand is deflected, but it snakes up and around the shield, and
Ugh.
it bites you in the arm.
Gross.
Roy, you're taking 6 points of damage.
Get behind Garla! Garla strong!
And now it's your turn. And then
Okay.
top of the round will be Grelimon.
So Roy, having a bite of his arm taken out, he, like, I guess in a fell swoop, like, sticks his arm back out, and he's going to cast Burning Hands in a cone shape, going,
Oh my god, that's a crit.
Ooh.
nice.
Pop
All right.
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll some damage.
Let's go!
Oh
Too
wait,
well.
no, that's
Oh, it's a dex save for half? Why is it an attack? That's weird. That's fine. Oh. It's So 15. Alright, so it's gonna take half.
Okay, so it takes 6 damage.
6. Alright, nice.
Let's go.
You see its flesh begins to cook. As it, it's all, crispy skin now. As you take your hands out and you just... little big cone of flame. Grelimon, it's your turn. Or unless, Roy, there's something else you'd like to do.
He's gonna use his movement to jump back 2 steps.
Nice. Alright. As you...
Smart.
It tries to take a swipe at you as you run away.
Damn. Well, that hits me for sure.
Ouch.
Huh! Yeah, it hits you with its mouth hand for 7 points of damage.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Roy's unconscious.
So Roy falls to the ground and begins to bleed out as you see the the mouth hand took a chunk out of his neck.
Oh yeah.
Grelimon, it's your turn.
Sorry.
And then Stor after.
Okay. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast again. And I'm going to do that right now.
Oh, nice. So 16 definitely hits, 5 points of damage. This time, you're ready for it. You duck under its offhand, which it tries to swing at you, and you kind of uppercut Eldritch Blast it right in the jaw, and its head snaps back. It actually looks like you blasted off part of its jaw.
Oh!
And now I'd like to do my bonus action of my tentacle.
Nice. Okay. Oh, crit. The tentacle, it's just going all over the place.
It's doing the old soft shoe. It's just...
it's just walking up, it's like...
Okay,
starts going back. Stor, it's your turn, and then Garla.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and do the old cure wounds on my friend, whose name I forgot. Roy. Find that. Oop.
Nice. Roy, you feel a searing pain in your neck as your eyes snap open, and you see Stor has his hand on the wound on your neck, and you feel the muscles are beginning to knit themselves together and the skin beginning to form over it at a rapid pace. You are up at 5 hit points. You're still lying on the ground, though.
Let's go.
Stor, anything else for you?
Unless I can take a swing. No.
Nah. Alright, cool. Then, Garla, it's your turn.
Garla steps in front of Roy, or over, since they're laying down. So, I'm in there.
Yeah, okay.
And then I am gonna... Garla uses her blowgun.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so you see Garla reach into her belt and just blows a dart, but it just kind of sails past the head of this thing.
All right, I'm gonna use my action surge to hit with a greatsword.
Oh, okay, nice. Sorry.
Oh, finally.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So Garla shoots the blow dart, and then sees that it misses and just throws it down, pulls out the greatsword, and tries to go for the head.
That's 21 to hit and 14 damage. Garla, how do you kill this?
Yes! Okay. So, Garla, I'm so excited. Okay, so Garla blows the blow dart, throws it on the ground because it didn't fucking do anything, and then takes the greatsword out and goes for the head, the one head, and then chops the head off, and then comes down again, as she's coming down, and chops the arm off. And as it falls to the floor, Garla starts going, "Garla curses! Garla curses! Garla curses!" And just stabbing the shit out of this thing, over and over again.
Oh my God, that's great. Yeah, so that happens. You cut its head off, you cut its arm off, and it falls to the ground. As it's falling, you see its body just beginning to turn into black smoke, and as it hits the ground, it just falls in a plume of smoke and ash. And we are not in combat anymore. Nice.
Nice.
So the captain very quickly runs from here into the steering wheel, and you feel the ship begin to level off. And the captain, he says, "We're gonna have a bumpy landing! Brace yourselves!" And you see the ship begin to descend. The ship lands with a thud. Captain Cucci surveys the outside and breathes a sigh of relief. "We be just outside of a nearby city. Shouldn't be a problem to get them up here and help us out. I'm just glad nobody got too hurt. Never know with new passengers." The doors open and our heroes disembark from the ship, off to new adventures. The captain mutters to himself, "Never know when there could be an enemy twixt us." And so, our heroes travel to new adventures. But what will happen next one-shot? Find out next time on Sundae Adventures.
Yeah. Great job.
I'm so
Awesome.
happy.
Well,
I'm so happy that Garla got to be the one that killed him. Like, it was Garla's curse, and Garla got to dispose of it.